Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode. And a while ago I did, and I don't normally do, security camera videos, but the camera that I did a video on before from ZUMIMALL was so good that I had to reach out and see what else works with that whole package, that whole idea. And they sent out this guy here. It's called the Dzees. Now this is Dzees by ZUMIMALL. And I'm hoping that this works with the same app, which is something I was hoping, and I had mentioned that if it works with the same app, great. I do not want multiple apps for my cameras. So if you are a ZUMIMALL owner, which I know a lot of you guys that watch me and now are, based on just knowing and tracking what link's been clicked and what's been sold. So let's unbox this. Let's take a look at it. And this guy is fully rechargeable. Now, there are optional solar panels as well. Probably going to get that later. Right now, I just want to try the camera out, see what it's like, and go from there. So let's just get this open, which I gotta rip this plastic. Oh, time for blue. I always need blue. Okay, so now we got that off. And basically this looks like a sleeve system. I think the other one was like that too. So off goes that. Okay, since we opened this up, we're greeted with the manual, of course. So that's going to tell you, especially if you're new to it, scan, get the app, and set your unit up. Now I'm hoping that, like I said, it works on my already cloud app, and I won't have to do any of this. Lifetime warranty card. Keep this card. Enjoy your lifetime warranty. That's pretty cool. I mean, how many companies do that? Now, what does it come with? Let's see what's in bag number 1. Alright, so we have our charging cable, which is going to be a micro. Now, they're all micro, and that is because the solar panels are micro USB, so kind of hard to change the configuration of the camera if it's going to be like that. So some screws and plugs if you're putting it on drywall or whatever. I'm guessing some sort of a gasket. Well, that's interesting. Does it like... I think that's a magnet. Is that a magnet? Huh, that would be really cool. Let's figure that out in a minute. So here's another mount, of course. This part's plastic, actually. I thought that was a little bit odd. I'm used to it being metal. But as long as it does the job, what difference does it make when it comes down to it? Wow. Now that has weight. I'm just going to double check there's nothing else in the box. Nope. And we're going to take this guy here out. Now, I'm serious. This camera weighs... I don't know if I want to say more than the bigger ones that I have. So right underneath here, of course, it's going to be like the other ones, your charge port and power switch. So the idea behind that is it's sealed unless you need it. Also, if you are using that, you don't need to have it powered outside. You can just literally just take it and... oh, I just hit a button and something opened. Oh. Okay. That is really cool. So, I don't know why that comes off yet, of course, at this point. I just, I hit those 2 buttons here on the side by accident. And what does this say? Micro SD slot press. Okay. Alright. So, we have a micro SD slot right here. So, it's actually hidden. That is absolutely cool, actually. So, the SD slot is hidden. There's no... And now I know where some of that weight is. We have a metal in here. And I'm going to guess that is because this is a magnet. Wow, a strong magnet. So you can mount this, and if you're going to just leave it wireless so you can have it wherever you want, no power needed, no solar panel, you just take it off after and charge it up, put it back on. Brilliant. Another thing here is it does have a nice lens. Now, one thing that's really cool about this one that the other one doesn't have is this is actually a strobe light or a light. So the other ones just have the infrared. this actually has a light to light the area up and say, hey man, you're on camera. So the only thing left to do here now is to try and sync it to my software and see if that is a go. And if so, let's check and see what the quality's like. Does it compare to the ZUMIMALLs I already have? And I gotta say, it's really neat. I didn't know what to expect with the small footprint, but it's got weight to it, and that usually tells me that there's some decent components inside. Right here it says, please remove the protection film before use. Okay, so now I'm going to charge it up to make sure that we have a full charge. That's going to be a while, and we will be back. Okay, so first thing you're going to need to do, of course, now I'm going to have to reset this, and I'll show you guys how to do that. As I've already connected it, I wanted to know how everything worked. And an update, I wanted it to run on my ZUMIMALL software, so I had one software for all three of my cameras, and I did not get it to connect to it, even though this is a ZUMIMALL product. Now, I have contacted them. I'm just waiting for a response to see if that is possible. I can update that later. But overall, I'm going to review this the way it's supposed to be reviewed, as its own entity and not what I wish. So, you know, if you were going out to buy and you're going to use this brand or many of this brand, like the DZ by ZUMIMALL, then you would actually just use their software, and that's the end of it. Now, one thing you're going to want to do right away, of course, is you're going to want to download and install the app. So you just scan this with your phone, and I already did that. So scan that, install it, and there you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to this software. So it's called, so here you can see that I already have it installed. Okay, so there's no needing to do any of that now. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to reset this so I can force, I'm hoping I can walk you through the whole thing. It's actually a really, really easy setup. Now, I was frustrated because I was trying to use other software, and then I realized, you know what? I'm reviewing the camera for what it is and the software it's supposed to come with. It's only fair that I do it the right way. So this is what I'm going to do now. So it does come with this little pin. I don't know if you guys noticed that before, but to reset, I was using something else, and then I found that in the packaging, and I'm like, seriously? It was in one of these bags. So I didn't really notice it before. So basically, you have your SD card, or your micro SD card. Here I put a 128 in. Normally I put only like a 32 or whatever in them, but 128s are the only thing I have left at this point. So turning it on, it's very, you'll see that I'm leaving it off the casing here. So I just want to show you everything. All, like right here is a reset hole. I don't know if the camera's going to see that proper, but you'll see there's a little hole there. There you go. Right over here. And that is the reset hole. On the other side here, of course, there's nothing like that at all. You have your power button here, and of course your charging here. So what we're going to do is we're going to power it up. It's just a matter of pressing and holding right here. And it is on. Now in this case, it is connected, okay? But we're going to deconnect it. So I'm going to take it, press, reset for about 5 seconds. So what we're going to do then, because this is already connected and it won't go into the other mode, like I guess once it's connected and bound to your system, it's there. So what we're going to do, we're going to pretend to actually connect the unit. It said that motion was detected. These are features. Now, you can turn those off or you can adjust them. If I do motion, and so see, you'll see here that it just popped up saying the camera has detected motion. So someone's around the camera outside, your phone will notify you, especially if you put the camera in an area like, for example, this camera is probably going to watch my car. I know that seems weird, but I love my car. So that's where this camera is going to go. I'm going to go add a camera. So we're going to pretend that we're adding a camera. Add new camera. Oh, peepers. I might want to turn that feature off right now. It's getting in the way. Because every time I do this, it's detecting it. So I'm going to put it over there. All right, add a new camera. Okay. So now we're going to, basically it just tells you to power up the unit. So what I recommend, of course, is charging it first and just, plugging in its cable. And then we're going to go to the next step. Oops. Yep, there we go. So searching for activated cameras. So there we go. It's now finding this camera as such. And we want to, I heard a sound, so we're going to say yes, we did, even though we didn't. So at this point, you'll be hearing it going ding, 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 like that. It's kind of an annoying sound, but it does let you know, that's for sure. So next step. And now we're going to have to go with what internet that we're going to go with. And in this case, I just named a Wi-Fi connection Venom. And then hit next step. Now, here's where this is so easy. So once this is here and connected, basically you just put this in front of it. It's going to scan it, and then it'll say Wi-Fi detected. Okay? Once Wi-Fi is detected, it is connected. That's how simple it is to set this up. Extremely simple. So right now we're connecting to the camera, and we're going to see that this is what's going on here. See? Woo! Very, very nice, very rich quality. I'm very impressed. I mean, very, very impressed with the quality. I don't know if you can maximize like the ZUMIMALL. Yep, you can. All right, so there we go. So here's the footage. So I'll put it the way we're seeing it, because that is exactly how the upper camera and everything is, as you can see there. And I have to say, I'm very impressed with it. Now, overall, like I said, this one's going to go out and watch my car. So one thing we're going to do now, there's a couple features of this unit. So here's your PIR, okay? This is your, I believe, a light sensor. Here we have a strobe or spotlight. So you can set that up to hit boom when someone's near your car. And that's what I'm probably going to set it up as. A bright light just shining down on the car when someone goes near it. Because, well, it scares people. Especially a strobe. That's kind of crazy. So there we go. We have that. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to go into night mode to see what it looks like in the dark. So first things first, I'm going to turn off a couple lights. One light down. As you can see here, now we're in what I call a dimmer light. And now we are in night mode. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty happy about it. You can see the two infrareds kicking in right there. And this camera is still clear in the dark. And that is impressive. So my other ZUMIMALLs are phenomenal. I love them. They've been running now for almost 2 years. And no issues, no headache, no nothing. Now, another thing you can do with this too is you can actually buy a solar panel like my ZUMIMALLs have, plug it in, and you'll never have to take this in to charge it. Breaks down the whole what I think of the unit this way. What are the features? Well, we have so this has two-way communication, so I can. All right, we're back to normal. There we go. Yeah, so there is two-way communication. You're able to, for example, hit a record, and you can record what's going on at that point in time. So I will show this recording in the system because I should be recording to the phone at this point. That was another thing that I was hoping for, because there is a cloud edge or a cloud. I believe there's a 1 month free with the camera. Now I have I guess a really nice one with the ZUMIMALL, and I was really hoping that this would connect to that, and unfortunately it did not. So now we're recording. I'm going to stop the recording now, so we have that. So now we have that recording. If we want to take a snapshot, now we have a snapshot. So that is pretty awesome. Okay, so we have two-way communication to yell at people. Do not do it near your camera. I should have known this right from the beginning because I did that with my ZUMIMALLs while I was outdoors after it was hooked up, but I still happened to be standing under them. Well, it's like anything. You run a phone mic or something near something that's going to echo, it's going to echo. So if you're going to play with that, put your camera up, go inside, and yell at people. That's what I like doing. I like to yell at my wife when she's coming in with the dog or something. Makes her go, what the heck? Apparently, they're really loud. So now we have all that going. So now we're going to take a look at this area here. So, audible alarm, white light, camera info. So I want to go to this alarm thing here. Activate your alarm. Okay, so here you can activate your alarm. I'm not going to. I don't want to hear my phone going off on top of it already going off. So that is something that you can do. We go back here. We have audible alarm, white light. What do we have here? We have user, library. So if I hit library, it should be stuff that I have recorded. Okay, so there we go. It should be stuff that I recorded, photos, whatever. And that's pretty cool. Now, another thing about these setups home is that I found whenever there's triggers, they record the trigger spots, okay? So you don't have to have, or I should say they record it all, I guess in a better sense, but the triggers are where things happened. So you'll have trigger marks. And with those trigger marks, you just go and you view those instead of having to try and find what happened throughout, 24 hours. You just go to the trigger lines, what triggered the camera and why. So that is really, really, really cool and very important. See, I just triggered it again. That would create a trigger mark. Oh, so there we go. White light. You guys are seeing that? So that was just a matter of me hitting this. I don't know if there's other modes for it there. I thought it could do a strobe. Maybe I'm wrong. All I know is that's really hard on my eyes. So you can actually kick that in, or you can set it to do so. I think if you go to, what's the settings here? Yeah. So here we have motion detection on high. I think I would rather put that on medium. I find that every time I do something like this, it should not kick in, for example, or you're going to be getting birds. So we just put that on medium. Duration, that's fine, that's fine. So now we go back. So here's another few things here. You got sleep settings, your SD card so you can look at your information. Firmware info, that was another thing. Once the camera connected, it actually did do a full update on the hardware, which was really neat. So it downloaded all new software to the camera, firmware to make it current. Okay, light setting, here we go. This is where I was wondering. Night vision, night mode, light sensitivity level, indicator light, flashlight alarm. So flashlight alarm, flash and motion sensor is triggered. Okay, so then the light will come on and deter or scare people away. Light sensitivity level, you can actually jack that up to high if you want. The only thing with that is, I think if you want if the light's going to be on a lot more, I mean, I'm sure you're going to take the battery down a little bit longer for sure. Night vision mode, infrared mode, and you can actually put white light mode. So if you hit white light mode, then for dark times, the light's going to come on instead of the infrared. I don't really like that. I think that's still an awesome feature, but I'm going to stick with infrared mode. So advanced settings. Let's take a look at what's in advanced settings. Anti-flicker is on, and we'll leave that on. Okay, guys, so basically, I'm just going to close this up. Oh, there we go. It does have strobe. It does have strobe. Yeah, that's pretty cool. To me, that is more deterrent than a light coming on. That's just me. And now you see that my camera is being, or my phone's being notified that my camera has picked stuff up. So I'm sorry guys if I sound funny. I'm just getting over, I'm going to call it a mild COVID. But I don't think anything is really true when it comes to mild or not. So guys, what do I think of the camera? I think it's absolutely phenomenal. I love everything about it. I'm going to have to move it like this because I keep triggering it. Overall, the build quality, everything is solid. I mean, I really, really, really am impressed with the build quality and overall. I'm just going to turn this off so the settings I have don't keep annoying me in the house. There. So, one nice thing, of course, this. You mount this, and I'm talking serious strength there. So what's beautiful about that is, if you are not going to buy the solar panel, you're going to need to charge it once in a while. So you just basically walk out, pull it off, go in, charge it up. That is absolutely brilliant. I love everything about that. And of course, because of this, you're able to turn it. Like, seriously? I mean, that is so absolutely cool. So again, they really thought about this one, and I'm very impressed with it. And like I said, 2 buttons here, pulls off. It's so convenient. Everything about this camera is convenient. And there's stickers here basically telling you, you know, your SD card's here and whatever's here. And of course, you're going to want to take those off once you, you know, get everything done, because the last thing you really want is someone knowing how to open it, someone knowing what to do and where the SD card is. Now, the other bonus is, of course, the stuff can actually be sent to your phone as well. Okay, guys, so overall, I really do like this camera. I mean, ZUMIMALL has been solid for me, and I've been very happy with their cameras, and I'm very happy to be able to do a review on this one, because I've been looking for another camera to, like I said, cover my car area. I have one camera that's, you know, facing out in my backyard, and then I have another camera in front of the house. But I would really like, I have a dead zone where my car parks, and this is definitely going to cover that area. So I'm very, very, very happy about that and the quality. I'm also going to leave an affiliate link down below, so if you purchase this, one, you help the channel, and 2, you help yourself by securing your area. There's nothing to put a bunch of these all around your area and be happy and know that you're well protected. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, a game over.